computer is picking up a strange signal. Here, sir, you better take a look at
it. Hello listeners, and welcome to episode 52 of Life Through a Prism with your host Rob Tierney. In this episode we are going to look at an article from the Hollywood Reporter entitled "Wicked star Marissa Bode calls out very gross and harmful comments about her character's disability." Links to the article will be in the show notes. The actress noted that comments about disliking Nessa Rose are one thing, but people joking they want to push her out of her wheelchair is something else entirely. This is by Christy Pina, November the 30th, 2024. Wicked star Marissa Bode is calling out some very gross, harmful and aggressive comments she's heard about Nessa Rose's disability since the John M. Chu musical movie adaptation hit theatres on November 22nd. The actress took to TikTok on Friday to share a 5-minute video sharing her thoughts on the uncomfortable things that have been circulating online about the character. As a person with disabilities who has a platform, she wants to use it to bring attention to what she has read. Quote, "It is absolutely okay to not like a fictional character," she said. "I'm going to be admitting my bias in the way that I have a lot of different feelings on Nessa than a lot of you do. And that's totally fine. I think Nessa is complex, but that's the beauty of art. Wicked and these characters and the movie wouldn't be what it was if there weren't different opinions on the characters and who's truly wicked or not." She noted that she is a deeply unserious person who loves jokes that are silly, goofy and harmless. So jokes about Nessa's actions or personality are fine because she's fictional. However, jokes about her disability are deeply uncomfortable. Disability is not fictional, Bode continued. At the end of the day, me, Marissa, is a person that is still disabled and in a wheelchair. So it is simply a low-hanging fruit that too many of you are comfortable taking. A lot of the comments the actress explained are coming from non-disabled strangers with a punchline revolving around not being able to walk, giving a sense of laughing at someone and not laughing with them. But the most frustrating thing for Bode, she said, is that she feels scared to talk or post about things like this. Quote, "This goes so far beyond me, Marissa, just needing to ignore comments on the internet," she stated. "These comments do not exist in a vacuum. Aggressive comments of wanting to cause harm and push Nessa out of her wheelchair, or that she deserves a disability, are two very gross and harmful comments that real disabled people, including myself, have heard before." The actress admitted that she's also scared because she has seen firsthand what has happened to her peers who are disabled and have called out ableism but are told to just take a joke or stop complaining. They've had to take steps back from content creation for their mental well-being, which is not okay, she said. Bode encouraged people to stop dismissing each other when they don't think an experience can be true because they haven't gone through it themselves. She acknowledged that thankfully she's at a place in her life where she recognises that jokes about disability are made out of ignorance. "It would have affected younger me a lot more, and I'm worried that a younger version of myself is somewhere on the internet and is harmed by these comments," she continued. "I do know and have seen, not in this specific instance, but similar comments be made on my disabled peers and disabled creators. Videos to the point where, again, it runs them off the internet. That's not good. Please be kind." Bode concluded, "Lastly, I want to say one of the major themes within Wicked is having the ability to listen and to understand one another. And I truly hope that is something a lot of you can practice more and take with you." End quote. Since hitting theatres, part 1 of the big screen remake of the musical has broken several records, including the biggest box office opening for a Broadway musical adaptation. Wicked Part 2 is set to be released on November 21st, 2025. So now I'm going to share my thoughts on this subject. I like to follow pop culture in its many different forms and varieties. When someone on social media makes comments regarding negative comments being recorded online, a lot of the time there is no proof that these comments are made, and not knowing whether the person that made the comment or not is disabled or not. I made another way of putting it is there are no receipts, no physical evidence. I want to be able to feel for these people when they make statements, as Marissa Bode has alleged. For every one proof of receipts, there are others who cannot show that these things have been said, and in time it is found out to be fake. What I'm going to say next is going to make me sound very old, but Gen Z has grown up with social media. They know nothing else. It is a part of their lives as is breathing or eating. Anyone who has spent any time with social media knows it can be used for good as well as bad. For people who have limited life experience, comments which are made anonymously become part of a personal narrative which is neither real nor valid. If people make genuine observations or real critical evaluations, they are marked as either being racist, homophobe, etc., because of someone else's point of view or a certain type of narrative which is being driven at the time. Reality is we live in a world where people will do things which can be harmful, and social media magnifies it, that I am no way condoning any comments which may be made that harm or hurt anyone. But we are in a time where having a different opinion than someone else is seen to be in some way inherently evil. It is not. It is a person's opinion. As a disabled person, I laugh at myself when I do or say something which the body or brain don't do or say, either like I had planned. If you are laughing with me, great. If you're laughing at me, just remember somewhere in your life you may say or do something which someone may not be laughing with you. It might take something like that to bring some clarity and understanding and kindness into your life. There you go, listener. What do you think? Do you think we live in a society driven by social media? People should not take things seriously. As the saying goes, suck it up and get on with it. What are your thoughts? I would love to hear what you have to say. Let's have a conversation. Until next time, dear listener, take care and bye for now.